Hello everyone. This is the backend skill test, which is the hospital API problem. This is the Coding Ninja skill test page, and these are the instructions for the test. Now coming to the application itself, here we have the application on open on VS Code. We will start with npm start, and as you can see, it says the server is running on port 8000 and it is successfully connected to the database. Now let's go ahead on Postman and try out this API. So at first, here is the registration doctor. We need to give the email password as well as a username. So we'll put in an email for coding doctor and a username of coding. And let's keep the password as 123. This is a post request, and when we send this request, it says gives us a success message of true with all the details such as ID, email, password, etc. over here. Now we can just copy this ID over here and go to the doctor login. So at doctor login, we don't need the ID, but over here we need the email and password. So if the email or password, any of these fields are missing, the post request will fail and we will not be able to log in. So we will put the email as coding doctor and the password as 123 and send the request. So it says success true and it gives us a token along with the message login successful. Keep the token safely coding. Now coding is the username that we had inputted in the registration part. You can just copy this token, and now that we have logged in, we can register a patient and create its reports. Now we go to the registration patient, and in the authorization we paste in the token that was given to us. So we paste in the token here, then go to the body and create the name of the patient. So let's just create something such as coding patient and give a phone number, any phone number, and send the request. So it says coding patient with an ID this, phone number this, and the doctor ID is the coding doctor ID over here. So as you can see DAFD, and when we compare this over here, it says DAFD. Now that we have registered the patient, we can create its reports. So we just need to copy the ID of the patient from here and go to create report, and in the URL of this patient just need to paste the ID of the patient. Now we can put a status of negative, positive, or whatever the status of the report is. We'll just keep it negative for now and send the request. It says true. Now that we have over here true, let's just go ahead and view the reports. Now to get the reports of the person, we just need to go to the API, which is a get request and patients, and we need to paste in the ID of the patient over here and slash all reports. So this is the URL for the all reports API. We send this request that says the status was negative and this was created by this doctor and the ID of the patient is over here, and this is the report of the page. This is the ID of the report. Now this was the entire hospital API with doctor registration, doctor login, register patient, create report, and view all reports. Now let's go ahead and view the code of this entire application. So this is the index.js. We import all the dependencies over here such as Express, Mongoose, Passport, and we define the port number as 8000 and require the database connection that we have made in Mongoose. Then we start the app using Express app, and we use app.listen on the port number. If it successfully goes ahead, we print out server running on port number, else we log out the error. Now let's go ahead one by one and view the details of each of the files that are present here. Now going to the configuration file, this is the first let's go to the Mongoose file. So here we made the connection with Mongoose, and we also have the error handling and the error successful message that is printed upon depending upon the database connection. We have the passport JWT strategy, which is the passport authentication. We find the doctor, we do error handling if there is some error. If the user is found, we return user, and if it is not found, then we return null. Going to the middleware, we verify the bearer token. Over here, if the token is not found, we print an error message. This is the try block where we decode the token or find the doctor by ID, and this is the catch block, which is the error handling section. Going to the controllers, this is the doctor controller. We import all the dependencies and begin with the doctor registration. If the doctor registration is successful, we print a true message. If not, we do the error handling. Now we create all the doctor registration based upon the based upon the entries that was made in their body. And similarly, we have a doctor sign in. So if the email or password is not entered, we print out the message no email password, and the doctor signing fails. And if the doctor is not found, then we put the message invalid username or password. We also check if the password matches, and if it is invalid, then we print out a respective message. Now here is the getting the JWT token and return response, and finally the error handling in the catch block. Going to patient controller, here we import the patient model and begin with the patient registration. Now we get the doctor ID and get the name and the phone from the body of the input. Now we finally create the patient if he does not already exist. Here we create the patient, and after the patient is successfully registered, we print out this message. If not, we handle the error in the catch block. Now this is the report controllers. We import all the models over here, and we begin with the report creation. We get the doctor ID from the body, and then inside the try block we create the report and error handling in the catch block. Now going to the models. Models basically defining the schemas of the doctor, patients, and reports. So we define the doctor schema over here, and the inscription of the password in this API is done using the bcrypt library. So we encrypt the password here and give the sign in JWT token. The JWT token is generated, and we send it through this. Then we have the patient model. We define the patient schema and export the patient schema. Similarly, we have a report schema over here. Now going to the routes, so we import all of the dependencies and define the routes. Similarly, we define the routes for doctor, patients, and reports in the index.js. In the patient, we define the routes for the patient, such as the create reports and view all reports. In the reports, we define the routes, and similarly, we have importing all the dependencies over here. So this was it for the hospital API. Hope you liked it. Thank you.